What's up, homies? It's Omi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a graphic designer and creative director and all around 360 creative. And today we'll be working in Kittl again for another design. So I already posted this on my Instagram, but I wanted to do an in-depth tutorial for you guys as well. Basically, I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how I designed these postcards for my trip to Piña. Alright y'all, so the first thing I did was put together a mood board on a separate art board. And I just pulled different pictures from Pinterest that I really liked, and I really just wanted some fun typography. I really love like these shadows, you know, like the bold text with the borders and the shadows. I love the way that looks, and also just like texture heavy images. So we're gonna kind of just pull a little bit from everything here, whether that's colors or just placements, stuff like that, right? As you guys can see in these postcards that I've kind of gathered, it is very like text heavy. So huge emphasis on typography, huge emphasis on just vibrant colors as well. And that's kind of what we're going to focus on today. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first one that I designed was a reference to my love for piña coladas. So I wanted to make a postcard solely dedicated to piña coladas. The first thing I do on vacation is get me a piña colada on the beach. All right, like it's a must every time. I have to. So I really felt like it was only right to make a postcard for piña coladas. So to start with, I have this image of a pineapple in here, and I wanted to do a cutout kind of situation with the pineapple showing through the main text. So to do that, I'm going to type my text out, which is just piña colada, right? I'm gonna make her real big. And also I want to change the font to something like really islandy or just fun, you know, nothing like boring. Let's go with this one. We're just going to transform it a little bit by adding a little transformation over here. I think this one's cute. It's a little simple wavy kind of transformation. Just when you click custom, this is the automatic one that comes up. So I'm just going to stick with that, right? And I'm also going to just throw on a rectangle on top of it. Change the color to this green color, make sure that's behind your text, and now I'm going to select this green rectangle as well as my text. And with both of these selected, I'm going to use their new shape builder tool, and specifically I'm going to use the exclude intersection tool just to get that cutout effect like I mentioned. As you now see, once that's done, you can see the pineapple through the text. And I just added some additional text throughout just to fill up the space a little bit. So Cancun day 2, and then just a little spiel down here that says, I wish I was on the beach with a piña colada in my hand. No, seriously, take me to the beach. Because y'all, I wish I was still on that beach in Cancun, okay? Like for real, take me back, please. This is what I have so far. Now let's spice it up a little bit by adding some more textures and just some more details throughout. So for one, I'm going to select this cutout. As you can see, like this is the rectangle now. Like I literally cut it out from the rectangle. So to spice this up a little bit, I'm going to add a border for one. I'm also going to add a shadow. Turn the blur down and change it to this orange color. And bring it in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so now I've added some extra text and some details on the piña coladas part. And now going into the texture panel, I'm gonna just find a fun photocopy texture. I really love using these textures in general. So I love that Kittl has a bunch of high quality versions of specifically like photocopy textures on here already. I think that one is cute. I do want to spice it up a little bit more by adding like a border or something, so let's go ahead and do that. So to do this, I'm using the rectangle tool again, and then I'm going to duplicate it, change the color of the top one to like this peachy color, make it smaller, center it, change the back. I want to round the corners of the top one a little bit, and then the back rectangle, I'm going to change the colors of that one. I want to do another cutout effect, so with both of these selected, I'm going to use the same tool, right, to get just the border and delete everything in the middle. And then I'm going to add one more rectangle just for like an additional border. So I'm going to delete the fill, round the edges again, and then add a border of that lighter like peachy yellow color. Now this was still looking a little bit boring, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more images in. I'm just going to use this one. I like this one. Any of these will do, but I'm going to use this one. Paste it on my artboard. And one thing about Kittl, y'all, you can literally remove the background with a click of a button. So that's what I'm going to do. You can see over here on the right, the remove background tool. And it'll just take a few seconds, but it automatically removes the background for you. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger and drag it down here to the bottom. Let's rotate it a little bit too. And one more tool that Kittl recently added is their like vector tools. So I'm going to go ahead and vectorize this image literally by clicking vectorize right here. We're going to do 16 colors. The more colors you add, the more detailed it will be. So let's go ahead and see what it comes up with. See how it automatically vectored that like it was nothing? It's basically like image trace in Illustrator, essentially. So now that it has been vectorized, you're able to actually go in and adjust all of these individual colors. So I am going to go in and adjust this red color and just make it super bright and vibrant. So I really want that to pop. Same with the yellow. I'm just going to match it to the yellows that we already have in this artboard. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm also going to just add some more pineapple slices and some coconuts down here in the left corner just to balance it out some more. All right, y'all, here is the final version of the Piña colada one. Let's move on to make something else. So this next one is inspired by Isla Mujeres, which is an island off the coast of Cancun, right? And at this island, you know, it's really, really beautiful. It's really just slow paced, nice vibes, very relaxing. Just go to the beach, chill all day. We originally came to Isla Mujeres just to chill and have a nice, like, calming day at the beach, you feel me? Because every other day we were pretty much ripping and running, doing excursions, all that kind of stuff. So the theme of this card is literally just to relax. Take it slow, right? We came here to relax. Let's get some R&R in. For this one, I'm starting with a simple picture of Isla Mujeres, just like a cute little island vibe. And I want to do a similar cutout effect, but this time with a shape, okay? So again, I'm going to use the rectangle tool and just do like a nice clean background on top of the original image. I'm going to make this yellow color. And now going into the elements, I want to find a shape that I like. And I ended up using this floral looking piece, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and make this bigger, get the size that I want first. All right, we're gonna position this in the center using these alignment tools over here. And then again, selecting both the shape and the background, I'm gonna use the shape builder tool, the exclude intersection, and get this cut out, all right? So moving on, let's go ahead and add some text. All right, so we have our text in. Now let's go ahead and transform it a bit. So I want this one to be a little bit different and maybe like do a rise effect. And then you can also go in and adjust these. Now that that looks okay, let's go ahead and change the color to, bear with me, let's go with orange for now. I'm gonna add some text shading. I really like, what was it? I think it was this. Change this to this orange color. And also add some like text decoration. So let's go with this and change that to this color here. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my layers back to show y'all how I filled it in. And again, I'm just adding like filler things. So again, this is just rectangles with some shadows and a little bit of a subtitle going on. And finally, to top it off, just some texture on top. Again, this is another photo scan texture. As you can see, I love them very, very much. Oh, and I also added another border on top of this as well, just to tie everything together. I think everything looks better with a little bit of a border, you know. Okay, here is how this one is looking after adding some additional text just to fill it out some more. And all I really did was add a border around here, some filler text on the sides for the day. And I pretty much copied the same effects as this one on the at Isla Mujeres down here. And yeah, overall, I really love how this one turned out. This one was a fan favorite, I'm not gonna lie, so let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Lastly, one of my favorite excursions that we did was cenote swimming, which is basically a natural sinkhole. This was just a really refreshing thing that we did after ATV riding and zip lining. It was so hot, so this was exactly what we needed to just cool off. And while we were there, we also did a little bit of cliff diving. So this one was inspired by that experience overall. So while cliff diving, you know, when you're at the top, everybody's telling you to jump, 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 like low-key peer pressuring you to do something you don't want to do, but you know you got to do it because you can't back down, you know what I'm saying? Like, so with this one, I had the jump, jump, jump in mind. So let's go ahead and get this together. So here I already have a picture of a cenote as the main background, but I want to put a rectangle on top of it. I rounded the edges as y'all can see, and now let's go ahead and fill in this rectangle some. So to start with, I've added another rectangle on top. We're going to round the edges all the way down so it's all the way rounded on both sides. And then I'm going to add a border, a black border, and also a shadow. For the shadow, I don't want to blur it. I kind of want that solid shadow effect like that. And now we're just going to duplicate this 2 more times. Basically, in these blocks, I'm going to have the words jump. For this font, I wanted to also do something similar, or I wanted to do something a little bit more, I don't know, fun and kind of out there. So I chose the font Barco. As y'all can see, by the way, they have so many fonts to choose from in Kittl alone. You don't have to download a billion other fonts. They have a really, really good selection already. And like I said, I wanted to choose something more out there, more decorative. So I really like that one. I like this one a lot too, but let's stick with this Barco font, okay? And on here, I just did a simple border and shadow effect as well, okay? Now in the elements tool, they also have these really fun circle shapes, and it's kind of like bubbles. It reminded me of bubbles, so I'm gonna throw some of these in here and just change the colors. So here we go. I have like an aqua, a deeper blue, and then just a black color as well. And I also am throwing in some star shapes just to have some more filler, you know. And lastly, let's add some subtext in. So I just tried to think of things that was going through my head when I was up there about to jump. So again, of course, affirmations, you know, you can do anything, conquer your fears, and it's literally not that high, because it really was not that high. It's all like a mental thing, you know. And for this text, I'm using Cal Sans, and I just wanted something super clean to contrast with the main text. So something that's not doing too much, since the main text is already like a lot, you know what I'm saying? And of course, we have to also add our Cancun in the day. So this was day 5, so I'm going to add that up there as well. And lastly, some texture too. Another skin texture. Are we surprised? No, we're not. So yeah, this is how this one's coming out. Personally, this one was my favorite. A lot of people were not, you know, liking this one as much as the others, but I really like this one a lot. I think I like it just because it's different, you know. I did do one more, but honestly, I'm not the hugest fan of how this one turned out, so we're gonna act like she doesn't really exist. But this is the last one I did as well. I just wanted to show it to you guys. And I also did this version of the Cenote one too, but again, it wasn't one of my favorites, so I ended up remaking it into the one I just showed y'all. Alright you guys, here are the final postcards. Let me know which one is your favorite. I still love the Cenote one. I don't know, it's something about it. I just like that it's different, I guess. But let me know which one's your favorite in the comments. And if you want more design with me content, let me know below as well. And of course, make sure to go check out Kittl and their new tools, y'all. And you can use the link in my bio for a discount off of any plan. If you made it this far, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, make something beautiful today and try to leave at least one more person inspired. Bye. Love you.